Bismillah. Do you know what it feels like when you care for everyone and no one seems to care about you? I was speaking to a sister recently who said, I washed the strawberries and placed them on the table to enjoy later. And when I returned, my husband had already eaten them. He thought I prepared them for him. And in that moment, I felt invisible. I care for everyone's needs. But who cares for mine? Did no one think I might have wanted them for myself? Her words stayed with me. Let's talk about it. I am Umar, and welcome to Qawarir, where we talk about marriage and motherhood. So if you like these topics, subscribe. You'll fit right in, inshallah. So many women feel neglected and uncared for. They wake up before everyone else, and many times sleep after everyone else. They remember every detail of their home. Meals, laundry, appointments, schoolwork, emotional needs, physical needs, and often their own needs fade into the background. Not because the house members are negligent and mean, but because they've gotten used to receiving in silence. If you think about it, our brains are programmed to ignore the repetitive patterns. If you hear a constant sound in the background, for example, a fan running or an electric heater sound, your brain filters it out so it can focus on other things. That's completely normal, and that's exactly what happens. You will become the repetitive pattern that their brains ignore. However, you're not a machine running on electricity. You're a human being fueled first by the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then by feeling valued and appreciated. And when that appreciation is missing, the heart and the body start feeling the burnout. It hurts deeply when you're starving and no one thinks to ask if you've eaten. When you're exhausted and no one offers to help. When your back aches from standing so long but no one thinks to bring you a warm cup of tea. Your feet ache, but no one thinks to say, come sit down for a minute. Dishes can wait. This is how neglect quietly seeps into a home. Gradually, almost unnoticed. But my dear sister, the answer is not to swallow the pain. Not to cry quietly, feeling unseen and unworthy. I've heard mothers say when eating their children's leftovers, that's what mothers do. But no! This is not a role Allah asked you to play. I'm not saying to waste food, but it is an important lesson for your children to learn to manage leftovers too, not just you. Do not assign yourself the role of the martyr. No one expects you to erase yourself. But when you repeatedly do it, people naturally adjust. It becomes a quiet expectation then, and that realization can be deeply hurtful. The first step is to take care of yourself, genuinely and apologetically. Treat yourself as worthy of having a proper meal, not leftovers. Ladies, you deserve to rest between chores. You deserve time to shower peacefully and put on something that makes you feel good, to feel beautiful again. That's the first step. The second step is to teach your family how to appreciate you. Not with anger outbursts, not with guilt tripping. How come no one realizes what I need? No, but with gentle, consistent training, just as you teach them everything else. Teach your children to say, Jazakillah khair, mama. You worked so hard on this meal. Teach them to ask, Mama, can I make you some tea? Let them learn that kindness flows towards you too, not just from you. Get your husband used to showing appreciation. A simple daily habit like massaging your shoulders before bed or saying, thank you for everything you do. These tiny acts go a long way in you feeling rejuvenated and happy. And if your husband struggles to verbalize praise, sometimes men need help expressing what's already in their heart. Say to him, I could see it in your eyes how proud you were when you saw me teaching our children today. Get him to agree and nod along, you appreciating yourself. So you model the appreciation you wish you receive. Say aloud, Alhamdulillah, I'm so proud of how I handled their fight today without getting upset myself. Let him learn from you how to celebrate the good. And there is an old Arabic proverb that says, زوجك على ما تعوديه. Your husband becomes what you train him to be. وابنك على ما تربيه. And your child becomes what you raise him to be. So sisters, you're not meant to disappear in your own home. You're the queen, you're the backbone. You're not created to run on empty or to pour from a cup no one ever helps you refill. You're meant to be valued, cherished, honored consistently. Not only when you break down, but long before that. And that transformation begins with one brave moment where you allow your needs to exist, where you invite your family to notice you, where you teach them that your well-being matters too. One gentle change, one small habit, one expressed need, one act of kindness to yourself can shift the entire atmosphere of a home. Inshallah, with time, you will see that you've built a home where everyone feels seen, supported, and celebrated. بإذن الله.